The wildfire burning near Leadville in Lake County grew overnight. The Interlochen fire is now nearly 450 acres in size. Consider this, it was 156 acres yesterday. Right now, fire managers say there is no containment around that fire.
The crews are getting extra help, though, from the Denver Fire Department's wildland crew. A tweet this afternoon showing the firefighters packing up to make the trip, heading that way down south.
The hot and dry conditions only fuel for the fire along with the wind. Kathy's going to have more in a moment. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Tom Green. The fire burning near Twin Lakes, about 12 miles south of Leadville. Lauren Scafidi has been on site watching the crews fight the flames, also talking with some of the people about the danger that this fire does pose. Lauren?
The U.S. Forest Service says that there are at least 135 people here fighting this fire that's grown to 440 acres in just a day. That's more than double what it was yesterday. So we've seen a couple aircraft flying around trying to tackle the flames. We saw a helicopter even dip down into the lake to get some more water. Again, that was one of 5 aircraft here that was trying to tackle the flames, but there's still a lot of smoke here. And it was even smokier earlier. Check it out. This was around 11 this morning. White and black smoke filling the sky. We shot this video from Red Rooster by the water. We caught up with a couple about to paddleboard from this spot. The U.S. Forest Service did say that it was allowed in that area. The couple says they're camping about 7 miles away, where it's a much different scene. They were shocked when they pulled up the car to this.
A matter of seconds, we've just watched this get worse. So that is, yeah, it went from tranquility. My biggest fear was don't let the chipmunk eat our bacon, to now what is happening over here.
You could see in that interview they were watching the fire the whole time. They could hardly take their eyes off of it. We really didn't make eye contact much that interview because they were watching the fire so much. And I've actually seen that a lot today, as there have been a lot of cars parked on the road along here just watching what's going on in front of them. So coming up at 9 and 10, we'll hear more from that couple about how all of this is impacting their vacation. Live near Leadville, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
All right, Lauren, thanks. Keep us posted.
As we mentioned, we tied a record for 97 degrees today. It is hot and dry out there. West Metro Fire District says fire danger is really all around us. Even a small fire can grow quickly. The sunny skies have definitely been bringing people outside. We stopped by Sloan's Lake today. It was pretty busy. People not afraid of the heat. They're in the shade. Did you notice some people out in the water and some paddle boarders as well? And everyone enjoying it, even the dogs. Hopefully they got water really quickly, Kathy, because it got hot and dry fast.
And Kim, we need to prepare for this again tomorrow. It could be even warmer ahead of a cool front that will bring in cooler weather, but some scattered strong storms on Friday. Outside, temperatures have soared way above the average of 82 to 97. That ties that record set back in 1952. Might go warmer yet before sunset, but we're also tracking some gusty thunderstorms with wind and lightning. Highs back above average tomorrow ahead of that cool down on Friday and the potential for those strong and severe storms. We've cooled a bit with the cloud cover down to 89 in Denver, close to 100 in Lamar and 101 in Grand Junction and Moab this hour. Winds are picking up, and this is something out at DIA, gusts to about 36 over some of the higher passes and across Lake County. We've had winds out of the north and west to about 25 and 30 miles per hour. We also have an air quality alert for high ozone and also for wildfire smoke between Leadville and Buena Vista. And we're tracking those storms that are high base from the ground. So we're seeing wind and lightning keeping fire managers on their toes. Not a lot of beneficial rain. A couple of them have crossed the Denver area, but the heavier storms expected to stay north and east away from us. We get a calmer night tonight, another hot day tomorrow, and there's the chance for a few more thunderstorms late in the day. But Friday is really the day we're watching for active weather. We're going to have much more on that coming up.
The snowpack is causing rivers and creeks to flow high and fast, but the snowpack won't be playing a part in the Interlochen firefight. Chris Bianchi will have more on that in a few minutes.
The city of Boulder has announced just a few minutes ago they're closing Boulder Creek to tubing. City officials say that water level just too high, causing safety concerns. They say that closure will stay in effect until water levels drop to a level safe enough for the tubers. And the Arkansas River has been the site of several rescues already this year. As it stands right now, crews are looking for a 19-year-old man who went into the river near La Junta early this morning but was not seen getting out. Several agencies started a search before 7 a.m. They looked for him in Otero County, all the way into Bent County. They rescued another person from the river early this morning as well, but that was an unrelated incident.
Police in La Junta are investigating an apparent murder-suicide involving 2 adults and 2 children. Investigators say the 4 were found shot in a home late last night. The adults and 1 child were pronounced dead on the scene. The second child was taken to a hospital in Denver, but died there. Outside the home today, you can see several toys right by the crime scene. CBI is assisting La Junta police in the investigation. The ex-husband of Congresswoman Lauren Boebert has pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment, a misdemeanor. Jason Boebert faced charges after 2 incidents with family in January. That included a fight with the Congresswoman at a restaurant in Silt. Jason claimed Lauren punched him. He later recanted that claim. Police also investigated, said it was unfounded. The Congresswoman has said the ongoing issues with her ex were one reason why she chose to switch congressional districts. The judge sentenced Jason Boebert to unsupervised probation.
It's been almost 8 weeks since CDOT closed the US 50 bridge connecting Gunnison to Montrose for what are described as critical repairs. And that's made for a very long detour, and it's been a nightmare for so many in that area. CDOT now saying they plan to partially reopen the bridge on the 4th of July, but that's more than 3 weeks from now. 9 News' Aaron Adelson takes a look at the plan to repair the bridge that so many people rely on.
To get across the Blue Mesa Reservoir, you take US 50. But to Gunnison County residents, it isn't merely a bridge.
Bridge for us is really connection.
People need the bridge to access health care, buy business supplies, and to move livestock.
Oh, this is a lifeline, absolutely.
And people have gone 8 weeks without that lifeline, at times waiting hours or days to get across.
For some, it's been an inconvenience. For others, it's been a huge life-altering closure. And so people have had to be creative, resilient, patient, thoughtful as we've gone through this, and they've really stepped up to help each other.
7 weeks later, we're about ready to start with some of the initial repairs to try to get the bridge open.
Weeks just to start the repairs.
We had to come to understand what we're up against, and that took a lot of testing.
CDOT employees explained they needed to close the bridge to remove paint to look at the steel to figure out the solution.
The process we're going to use is very tedious.
Now they know they need to use steel plates, which weigh about 2 pickup trucks, to solidify the bridge.
These plates are pretty massive and will be very difficult to lift over the edge, bring up underneath, and bolt into place.
CDOT understands this hasn't been easy, but they say they could not repair the bridge while vehicles used it.
Safety is our primary concern.
In Gunnison County, Aaron Adelson, 9 News.
And CDOT's still trying to figure out how many cars can pass when they do partially reopen it. The regional director says it all is going to be pretty slow and controlled.